Hey, it's Shawn with Kiwi. International Roadcheck is coming up next week, May 14th, 15th, and 16th. They're going to be doing the big 72-hour enforcement blitz like they usually do. So of course they're going to be checking all of the common things that they check. Lights, tires, brakes, always lead the list. They're going to be checking ELD stuff, so you want to make sure your logs are up to date, you got your trailer and shipping information entered. This year, the focuses of Roadcheck are going to be drug and alcohol enforcement, so make sure that you are clean and sober when you're driving and you don't have any drugs and alcohol with you in the vehicle. They're going to be watching extra close for that. The other focus is going to be tractor protection valve and trailer anti-bleed back. So we've all started a tractor protection valve test without realizing that we did it. How many times have you unhooked a trailer and you forget to pull your red button, you pop that red air line off, and you got a big air leak? That's the beginning of a tractor protection valve test if you have your engine shut off. So to start the test, what you want to do is air your air system up, shut the engine off, turn the key back on so that you can see your air gauge. Make sure you're up at full pressure. Red button pushed in, and make sure you're in a safe location. You're going to have a big release of air here, so it's a good idea to have eye protection on, and then go back to where your glad hands are. When you pop the blue line off, nothing should happen. When you pop the red line off, you're going to have a big release of air. So at some point, your tractor protection valve should cut off the air supply to the red air line. That would simulate if you had a huge air leak of some kind on your trailer, like you hit a piece of debris and knock an air line off. You need that to cut that supply off so that you don't lose your pressure in the tractor. So they're going to be looking for two things: to make sure that this cuts that air supply off at no less than 50 psi, and they're going to be looking at your trailer to make sure that there's no air bleeding back from the glad hands when that happens. So then the second part of the test takes place up in the cab. So the second part of the test takes place up here in the cab. After that tractor protection valve shuts off the supply going back to the trailer, you want to come up here in the cab and look to see what your air pressure gauges say. This one cut off at about 75 psi. That's pretty typical for these modern trucks. Like I said, it shouldn't go below 50. If it does, call fleet support and have them get you into a shop. The second part of the test is to put your foot on the brake pedal with those lines disconnected back there. There shouldn't be any air escaping from those lines. So hold pressure on that brake pedal for a little bit and watch your gauges to see if they're going down. If they don't go down, you should have a properly functioning tractor protection valve system. As long as you're doing your pre-trip inspections, those inspections throughout your driving day, and a good post-trip inspection, there's no reason to have any worry about Roadcheck. Make sure that you're doing those good inspections, and then during your driving day, if you're coming up to an area where you think they might be doing inspections, a way station, rest area where you think they might be set up, it'd be a good idea to find a safe place to stop and check that vehicle before you go into that inspection area if possible. And again, make sure you get in touch with fleet support if you have any issues that need to be remedied, so that we're not taking chances rolling down the road with things that need to be repaired. So again, lights, tires, brakes, load securement. Make sure your fasteners are tight and your loads are tied down. Maybe put a little extra on them. And then check that tractor protection valve system. Make sure you don't have any drugs and alcohol in the truck or in your system. Should be a clean road check.